Steven Correño right here with the one and only John Molina Jr. Bro, when I was at the press conference and I saw that you and Josecito Lopez were fighting, I literally thought you guys were headlining your own card somewhere. I was like, are they doing like a double press conference or something? I can't believe you guys are fighting. It's on the, it's opening the pay-per-view. It's a barn burner, man. How else can you describe it?
Gotti War 2.0.
Yeah.
It literally, I believe that's what it is, and that's when I think of it as a fan. That's what I think of this fight. Mm-hmm. Two guys that leave their all in the ring. Nothing but respect for Team Lopez, Team Garcia. I think they're a great team, and I know they're going to become prepared. But I'm ready. I'm ready for a war, as I'm sure he's ready for a war. So it's going to be an exciting night, and we're going to set the bar really high.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man. When you got the call that it was Lopez, obviously not saying no to anybody, but it was a little more excitement, like, cool, I don't have to, like, it's not a runner, it's not someone I have to chase, it's like, I'm going to be in a good scrap.
I was in my backyard when I got the call, and I looked at the phone and looked at my wife, what is it? Okay, let's go to work. I said, I'll see you. I'm gonna be physically, I'll be here, but mentally I'll be gone. Yeah. But I'm very excited. Very excited. Like I said, if I could put it in autopilot, I would enjoy to watch this fight. But I was very excited, and I think I'm very pleased that the fans are intrigued. The fans are excited, reading what people are saying online, saying how excited they are about this fight in itself. Makes me very happy and very motivated to work hard. When
you look at the matchup style-wise, what kind of strategy do you have to bring? We know you're kind of come forward, but you box as well. People forget that you're a boxer as well. You can kind of have all these styles under your belt. What style do you have to bring in to attack Lopez?
Well, it's very funny because when I see Lopez, I see myself. Very similar. I could shadow box in front of the mirror all day and be like I'm sparring Lopez. Right. What the world don't know is me and Lopez sparred 7 years ago. And let's just say if that's any foreshadowing to what the fight's going to be, they're going to enjoy it.
Really?
Yes.
Who got the better of it, you think?
Come on. I'm not going to say that. I get nothing but respect, but it was definitely a barn burner, to say the least.
I'm sure it was, man. We'll see the real thing September 28th.
Well, here's the difference. When you're sparring, you got those big marshmallow gloves on. Right. The night of the fight is going to be little rocks bouncing off people's heads.
Definitely, man. Talk about that main event. That's a phenomenal main event. Two welterweights in their prime, going at it, two champions. It's a mouth-watering main event in itself.
Very, very exciting fight. Very intriguing, given the fact that you have Spence, who's a boxer puncher and arguably one of the best in our era right now, and then you have Sean Porter, who just his strong points are things you can't measure. His heart, his tangible, his strength. I mean, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he opened up as 165 as a pro, if I'm not mistaken, or 160.
He's heavy for sure, yeah.
He's just a strong guy. He's I think it was Muhammad Ali that said it's tough to beat a guy that wants to win. And believe me, he wants this win more than anything. So, but then you have Spence, who is, I think, is a boxing savant. And so it's going to be a great fight, one that I'm very intrigued with, and may the best man win.
Yeah, man, it sounds like you're very excited about it. I'm super hyped about it. Let's talk about another fight coming up in December 7th. Andy Ruiz is rematching Anthony Joshua. How does that fight play out in Saudi Arabia?
Being that it's out there, I mean, good for them, more bang for their buck. In regards to payday, with Andy Ruiz, I'm very, very happy for the man because, he came up. I don't want to say the back roads, but he capitalized on his opportunity, and he did it in a big way. I believe personally, he has Joshua's number. I believe no matter what he does, where they fight, if they could fight on the moon, and I believe it'll be the same outcome. I think he has his number. The fact that Ruiz took his best shot, got up and gave, it leaves a lasting imprint on the other fighter's head. People don't realize as a fighter, little things like, case in point, me and Lopez sparring, I guarantee he still remembers that. No matter what, you're never going to forget. And being the night with Joshua and Ruiz, he's never going to forget. Now, a lot of people were saying that Ruiz's life has changed with this instant celebrity and the monies he's made. But I believe he's going to work harder to capitalize, to make sure that his legacy lasts forever. And I believe the same outcome happens, and I think Ruiz becomes victorious that night.
Speak on those demon, so to speak. When you've been knocked out by somebody and you get hit by them again, that starts running back in your head in the fight, right?
We're all human, and I can't speak for other fighters. I can speak for myself. And certain things last in your mind for a long time. I mean, especially in this boxing game. You remember, hey, I don't want to fall into that mistake again. I don't want to do that. So you try to, it's fight or flight when you're in that boxing ring. But, this game is very mental, believe it or not. Very, very mental. So if you can't control it, and I'll give you a perfect example. Picture 23,000 in attendance at the MGM. 120 million homes across the world watching you, and you're in your dressing room, and Showtime says, hey, Molina, we're walking in 5 minutes. Now, that's a different feeling. That feeling is not for everybody. And we're not going out to have a basketball game, a baseball game. We're not going to have a conversation or a debate. You trained for the past 8 weeks to kill me if you can, and I did the same. So it takes a special individual to get out there and walk in that ring. And now you have a fight with me and Lopez that's going to be literally the epitome of what I just said. And that's in less than, 9 days?
Yes, sir. Yes, it is. Tell the fans, man, where they could follow you on Instagram and see the journey to the fight, man.
Well, my social media, I kind of got behind closed doors under this fight, so I don't know if people noticed, but I did away with my social media.
That's right, I did notice that. So, I thought you just unfollowed me, bro. I was planning on talking to you about it.
I wanted to try something new, so we did away with the social media, but I'm on Facebook, John Molina. It's actually just John Molina. I wanted to see what it was all about. Didn't want to read in any of the hype or anything like that, so let's go to work.
There it is. Thank you, John. Appreciate you, sir, as always. Best of luck.